evening, everybody. It's your boys here at SportCulation, and we've got some guests again. It's been a while since we've had guests on the show. We've got guests again. Introducing first, representing your Toronto Blue Jays, SportCulation host, Mr. Anton Wong.
Hello, hello, hello.
And his tag team partner, representing that one team from Chicago that I'm not going to say the name of because I don't like them, it's Parse.
Hey guys, putting up 3 because remember it's 3 cups in 6 years.
Why is he still on this show? Anyways, we've got guests. Introducing first, representing the New Orleans Saints, we got our boy Ryan.
Hey, what's good? What's good?
Introducing his tag team partners. First, representing the New England Patriots, your New England Patriots, we got Play over here. What's up, Play?
Things rings deep. You already know how we are. New England, you know how it is.
And finally,
See, I'm the leader of this Survivor Series team, so it's
there
okay.
you go.
Sorry,
there you
Yusuf,
go.
I just have to
And
say
that's
that.
fine. That's fine. Finally, their tag team partner, repping the Vikings here. We got Malaiyka.
Hi.
And folks, this is not only a SportCulation podcast today. This is a collab episode we're doing with the BlackJack Pack, which you should go check out. Now, you might be wondering, how did this collab come to be? Well, once upon a time, there was an idea. And that idea was we should work with more podcasts. And it just so happens that Parse here is a member of both of these podcasts, and we decided, you know what, let's do one of these. So we just did an episode with BlackJack Pack, but it's SportCulation time, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's have some fun. And what's our topic today? Oh, wait, I didn't even introduce myself. Representing your Detroit Red Wings, it's me, Yusuf Rashid.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, guys, the BlackJack Pack is a guest on this show. BlackJack Pack is totally focused on main world events, but also a little bit of fun. Would you rather type questions, a little bit of sports here and there, the odd funny moment, and of course, none other than showing and sharing me on the show. But anyways, let's get to it, the SportCulation podcast.
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh boy, oh no, we've already gotten sidetracked.
We're not getting sidetracked. We're just stating facts.
All right.
One of the main points of our show is to send Parse some attacks. You got to attack Parse at least 2 times per show. Minimum.
Oh yeah, this is not going to be pretty. we attack Parse occasionally on our show, but this might not be pretty. Anyways, our topic today is sports fandoms, since we're all repping some kind of team here. And this was an idea brought to us by Ryan. And we're going to discuss not the best sports fandoms, the worst. The ones that you watch at an arena, you watch on TV, or maybe you're there in that area, and you're just like, God, how annoying can these people get? One comes to mind, and I will name it later. If you're talking about what? I'm sorry, Play?
If we're talking about annoying fandom, the number one most annoying fandom in all the sports, you cannot even watch the sport, but be annoyed by their mere presence, are the Dallas Cowboys fans. They are the
good way to start off.
And it starts with the ringleader, Jerry Jones. He wins one game, they're going to the Super Bowl. They lose a game, they're still going to the Super Bowl. And they never go to the Super Bowl. No. They're not America's team. Okay? Actually, for me, Dallas Cowboys represent everything that is terrible about America. The American
Bold
dream.
Statement.
Very bold. I like it. Yeah.
I'm just saying, the best thing they have going for them are their cheerleaders. Other than that, I throw the whole thing out. Or all of it.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, ever since they fired Jimmy Jones, that's it. That was the last time they were really good, and they messed it up.
You know, I feel like if anyone wants to pitch in, go right ahead. I'm just going to quickly say something. I feel like the problem with the Cowboys is they're one of those teams that they'll get your hopes up for so long, and then the second they get even like the slightest bit of good luck, it's just, nope, no, we lied. You want us to go to the playoffs? No. You want us to lead this team to the Super Bowl? No. You want Jerry Jones to pay Dak? No. Make up your mind. Like, your fans are screaming in agony for you guys to succeed, and that's what makes them, I mean, maybe not annoying, but, like, give them what they want. Please. Or just sell the team. Your call.
Do the decent, humane thing, right?
Yeah.
I think first of all, I think there's nothing humane in being a Dallas Cowboys fan. You truly are just grudging along, trying to survive and be happy with your team every year because you need to be excited by something, okay? And while I personally have a pick of the worst sports fandom, and it's actually somebody who is sitting currently in our group right now, who's currently wearing their hat. So, let's play a little game.
Uh-oh. I like this game already.
I know who the winner is.
It's not the team from Toronto. It's not the team that casually pulls off miracles in the middle of football games when they should not be allowed to win. It is not the team that literally cheats their way through multiple Super Bowl victories.
Hey, that was one. You take that back.
It's multiple. You know it's the truth. The flake games. You stole the plans. Look, I'm just saying the truth.
Listen, we smacked them by 40 points. We didn't need to cheat.
The only Super Bowl you guys won was against the Falcons. Anyways. And it is not the team from Detroit because they already suffer enough. But goodness gracious, can we please tell all Blackhawks fans to stop saying that they're the greatest hockey team to ever play?
Thank you. Thank you.
They overblow it so much. 3 championships in 6 years.
Oh,
can you,
y'all should not have even won that last one.
You guys shouldn't have won that last one. And can you guys name me a single player that was relevant on that team before Jonathan Taves came through?
Patrick,
Can you name me a member? Can you name me a member of? Can you name me a member of that squad? Like, of those 3 years, not named the following people: Jonathan Taves, Patrick Kane, Patrick Sharp, Antti Niemi, Corey Crawford, Brent Seabrook, Duncan Keith, and Nicholas Hjalmarsson.
Andrew Shaw,
You did name
Mary Hossa.
Okay, other than Hossa, him too.
They were all deservedly all-stars. Okay,
Yeah, you want me to name?
Exactly, that's the
bought
point.
An all-star team.
Yeah.
Don't say that you guys are the greatest team on ice, because that belongs to the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Mighty Ducks. They're the 2 greatest teams on ice. Okay.
I don't know who's been saying that. So I don't make that claim. I've never said anything like that.
Well, if you listen to our Leafs episode, it definitely hasn't been me that's saying it. So
the Hawks had a good run. That's
I know
about
it's
it.
not
The Hawks had a really good
speculation.
run.
this is hold on. Time out. One at a time. Ryan, carry on your point. Playing rough here, okay?
I know it's not on SportCulation where people said that they're the greatest team ever, okay? But have you listened to anybody from Chicago for 15 minutes talk about their hockey team?
Yes,
It's
Parse.
as if these people, like, the hockey team single-handedly saved the city. They gave them love and grace. Like, it's like Moses bringing down the law from the mountain. Like, this is what the Stanley Cup is to these people.
Damn, man.
The only person that is more important in Chicago than the Blackhawks is Michael Jordan and that entire Bulls team. After them, it is Chance the Rapper and Kanye. Everyone else, not worth it.
What about Obama?
Yeah, what about like the literal
I forgot
former
Obama.
president?
Oh,
Wow.
I forgot.
Just getting a
But
little
see,
out of hand here.
Obama belongs to everybody at this point.
That's, I guess.
Getting a little out of
Listen,
hand.
I'm Canadian and he belongs to me too.
All right. Ref stepping in again. Hold on here. All right. Blackhawks fans, I'm just going to say this. We get it. Y'all were good for like 5 or 6 years. Then you decided not to be good. And now you're looking at an aging Patrick Kane and Jonathan Taves. You're looking at a great young lineup that's coming up. You know, Kubali, Calvin DeHaan, like those guys are all great.
DeBrincat.
DeBrincat, yeah, they're all awesome, and I only wish for the best in their careers, and hopefully they can bring some glory to Chicago. But that's later, when everything is good around the team. For now, shut up. Why don't ya?
Saying these things, I don't know. We had a good run,
Like
and I enjoyed every second of it.
I'm not saying
Knowing we
this
have a
is-
shot every year.
Uh-huh,
Wasn't for the Kings and Gonzalez stealing that one in 2014. I'm still mad.
Oh, the Kings didn't even steal 2014. They had every reason to win that one. Kings didn't even steal it. Yeah, I don't know. Just I'm not saying Blackhawks fans are my pick for most annoying, but they're up there. But my pick's probably a lot.
So what is your
worse.
pick? What is your pick, Yusuf?
What's my
Let's get
pick?
to your
I'm
pick.
going last. I want to hear.
Okay.
We've heard from two of BlackJack already, so let's get the SportCulation boys in here. Anton, what about you?
Geez, I don't know if the most. Are we talking about most toxic? Most
Like in your opinion, like annoying, toxic? Yeah.
I gotta say, the Leafs are.
I was literally gonna say it.
The Leafs
Toronto
fans-
fans.
Well, I love
toxic,
Leafs.
man. Toronto
You know-
Leaf fans are so annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How is it every single year it's a Leaf fans? It's Leafs gonna win it.
yeah.
How is it every
Yeah.
single year like that? Why?
It's a rebuilding season. We're rebuilding this year. Sorry,
May
Ryan.
Yes,
may I
Ryan.
please speak?
Yes, Ryan.
As a proud Maple Leafs fan, we have not, and I repeat, anybody who has said that we're going to win a Stanley Cup in the next 5 years, in the last 20 years, has been lying to you. I've been lied to my entire life. Look, we are consistently and will remain in the rebuilding phase until we learn how to play some goodness to gracious defense.
Listen,
I cannot say that we are a good hockey team. I can't. Okay?
the thing about the Leafs,
We're
okay,
a pretty good team.
are the Leafs fans. I love. Listen, I'm a true Toronto man. I love Toronto, but we do it to ourselves. We cannot consistently be giving them, like, I don't know how much the tickets are, like, up to $500 a seat in certain areas.
Tickets are mad expensive now. Like even the cheapest is like what, like 120 now?
Exactly, like
At Scotia, yeah.
good spot. If you're shoving out close to $500, right?
Yeah, give or
We
take.
can't- Exactly, and they still suck. Like we literally, like they're actually showing. We're like the sports franchise that literally have given the most money to their team, have not won anything. I'm just saying, we're doing it to ourselves at this point. Because,
Yeah.
like, whether or not we win a Stanley Cup almost doesn't matter if we keep being, like, if we keep doing this.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Very,
I think-
very well
I think
said.
that's why I suggested, like, that's one of the teams. The other
Yeah.
one I would suggest is, I would feel like Boston teams in general, just like
You took mine.
oh
I was
Okay.
just but
Yeah.
I'll get to that in a second, I guess.
okay, so another one I guess maybe would say is Canadians fans,
Yeah.
Habs fans.
There's another one at.
Yeah,
There you go.
they get pretty. They get super intense. Shout out our friend Seema.
It's up to
Shout out to Yon.
That was something.
Boy,
yeah,
born in
shout out-
Montreal, Bases.
Oh, okay. Shout out.
Yeah.
By the way, yes, shout out to our dear friend Seema, who's been a
Yeah.
good friend of the three of us for a very long time, is a diehard Habs fan.
Yeah, but yeah, they can
Okay.
get kind of intense too.
Yeah,
Kind of intense.
yeah.
Allow me
Yeah.
to have a little history minute with y'all. Once upon a time, a guy named Maurice Richard
Ah, yes, the
was
great.
suspended from the NHL playoffs, rightfully so, and it ended up into an entire riot in the city of Montreal.
Yeah, didn't he go like tarps off against the ref, and then like someone picked a fight? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. And it ended up into like 2-week-long riots
Yep.
where Maurice Richard had to tell the city of Montreal, dude, it's okay. We don't need
It's
to
a-
riot for this.
It's a hockey game.
It's a hockey game.
It's
you
a
can
hockey
calm down
game.
now. Montreal
Yeah.
fans are crazy.
Oh yeah, I've been aware. I have one of my favorite stories from my time living in Boston. Was I went to a Bruins Habs game. The Habs won 3-0. Carey Price got the shutout. And I was like, awesome, Carey Price got a shutout. And then I heard screaming and anger. And I was like, where's all this anger coming from? And the next thing I know, anyone that was wearing a Habs jersey was getting threatened to get beaten up by every and any Bruins fan within about 2 feet of them. Spoiler alert, there were a lot of Bruins fans around them. And the Habs fans fought back. Because they're like, we're not backing down from you. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go back to my apartment. I don't want to be here right now. Goodbye. And then the cops showed up like 20 minutes after I left.
Was that the same game where your friend was just like, "Hey man, aren't you from Canada? Aren't you Canadian?"
Yes.
And then someone else was just like, "You're Canadian."
Canadian? Yep. Yeah, that was
That's
an
when you run
interesting
away.
time. Oh, yeah.
That's when you run away.
But I was seated and I was stuck there. So, problems. But, yeah, Habs fans are definitely up there. Parse?
A couple of my picks have been taken. I have like a two-part because the most annoying franchise to me, the most annoying fans to me, is two different things, right? The most annoying franchise that I think I've ever like spotted on, dealt with, has to be the San Diego Padres. They just annoy me with how they draft and how they play and where they're situated.
Wow.
Yeah, but
I
like
forgot
the
that's-
fans?
The fans?
In terms of the fans, though, nothing annoys you more than walking around seeing Yankees fans. Sometimes they don't even know who the hell's playing on their team.
Yankees!
They don't even know who's playing on their team, and yet they're Yankee fans.
And that's how we roll, baby.
Yeah, it's all an aesthetic, It's an aesthetic thing. They
Listen.
wear those
Wait,
Yankee
I
snaps.
find it so weird that you're a Yankees fan wearing a
Patriots hat. Yeah, what the hell? Like,
Yeah, dude, you're really
Listen.
you're worse than
you
me.
know why?
gotta pick sides.
No,
Yeah.
Ryan will vouch for me. We had an uncle, like one of my dad's close friends in like university. We went to Boston to go see him, and then he said, you have to pick a Boston sports team. And I'm like, I hate the Celtics. I still do. I don't like the Celtics. So I'm never gonna pick them. I'm a Lake Show type of guy. And then they're like, the Red Sox. I'm like, no. I'm just gonna pick the Patriots. So it was random. I was like, what, 10 or 12? So I didn't know anything about football. So then it was like, he gave me a hat. He said, listen, Patriot. I'm like, I'm down. And then we went to New York. I saw a Yankee hat. Probably they were like that same year. I think because we went to Boston and to New York. And then in New York, our uncle, the one that's married to our aunt, actually got me a Yankee hat. And I was just like, Yankee hat. Those are my teams. Literally, those. I've never watched a full baseball game in my life, but I will watch the Yankees in the World Series. I will watch the last 3 innings of the games. That's it. This is. I have to admit, that's the type of Yankee fan I am. But we win. I do party with the city of New York.
You and people like you disgust me.
I think that's why Parse mentioned the Yankees.
Yeah, it's probably. And this man's smiling. Look at him. Parse is just like, yep, you're right.
He's like, you
I
prove
do."
it.
It's fine.
It's
Wait,
not every day
wait,
that
you-
Price is right.
No.
But you,
but
you
we
did
have-
exactly what we didn't expect. You had Parse be right.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks
listen.
for breaking the streak, man.
Well, listen. How many World Series do we have? That's all I'm
27.
saying.
Yeah, but
Just that.
what? The last time the Yankees won the World Series was 09. I still think they're going to win one soon, but not at the rate they're playing at right now.
Listen, let's not talk about it. It is what it is. We'll get there.
Tell Aaron
No.
Judge to stop getting hurt and we'll have a deal. All I'm going to say.
Listen,
You know you can't ask for
So,
miracles.
Parse. What is it about? You know what? Actually, I'll ask this in a second. But so Yankees fans, you say? I feel like that's just a given at that point, right? And of course, we've left her out of this conversation. I feel bad. Miss Malaiyka, what about you, if any?
I don't like Canadiens.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No.
They're so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, they have bad sportsmanship. They don't know how to take L's, and
Mhm.
they're very rough. And I'm also a Frenchie, so like,
Ah, okay.
so the Canadiens, the fans are just they're terrible.
Mhm.
And I will kind of say Laker fans too. They're cocky.
Yep.
And congratulations, you guys did win. So I give them that. But the minute you celebrate with them, they're like, "Why are you here? Why are you here?" So yeah, they're assholes. But so,
You can only say so much about the Lakers or any LA team. Okay. Well, I'll give mine. And as we hinted to earlier, it's not even a team, it's just an entire city. Hell, it's an entire district of the United States. The entire district of New England. Because who doesn't hate a Boston sports team
Mhm.
that doesn't live in like the Boston area? Seriously. Like I've been like a Celtics fan for a while. I've been a Patriots fan for a while. I became a Red Sox fan more as I lived there. But one thing I learned about living in Boston is, man, people really hate Boston fans, just in general. And I get why. They're obnoxious. They'll yell at you all the time. They have every reason to believe that they will never lose, even though they've been embarrassed in playoff games before. But they're a different kind of, almost like a different kind of breed of people, you know? Like, for example, I think baseball fans, if anything, like Red Sox fans, are more annoying to me than say like Bruins fans. Then again, Bruins fans in certain situations can get very rough. Case in point, I was at where's Ryan? Ryan's not even where'd he go? He disappeared on me. Case in point, trying to sit through there he is. Trying to sit through game 7 of the Bruins and Leafs series from last year in a Leafs jersey at TD Garden. I'm just there trying to have a good time. It wasn't a good time. It was probably the worst mistake I've made in a long time. But you learn from it. And so I wonder to myself, how nice must it be to be in a city where you always win? Same thing I feel about LA. The Dodgers and the Lakers won this year. Lakers are historically good, you know. The Kings won 2 cups. There's that. What am I missing? That's baseball. We got hockey. We got football. No, football's not a real thing in the state of California. Let's not talk about that. But
Unless you're San Francisco.
unless you're the 49ers, but you know, even they tried. They tried twice. Follow up here. Now that I want to bring to you, my friends here at SportCulation and at BlackJack. What is how do I word this? How can I word this? What
With words?
with words? Yes, Ryan, that is correct.
This is
What
how
is
words
a
is.
how do I got it. Of all the things about a team, whether it be players, the fans themselves, the arena, whatever it might be, you know. What is it? What makes you hate a team? Is it because the team wins all the time? Is it just because their fans are annoying but the team sucks? Or you just don't like the team? Maybe you don't like the logo? I don't know. People look at, this thing and they'll be like, that looks stupid. I don't like your team. I'll be like, okay, cool. And then to Leafs fans, I'm like, your logo's a leaf. What do you want me to do about it? Nothing. But it's fine. So it's a strange question.
Mhm.
Might rephrase it though.
If I may answer
Sure.
very briefly,
Go ahead.
the thing that makes me hate a team is whenever I study the sport. Like, I'm a person who will study the sport before I make a decision on what teams I like. All right. In general, that's what I do. And when I study the sport and when I study your team and I study the players in the league and I see that your team is run by incompetent baboons, I have a problem. I have an inherent problem.
I'm in
Like,
the same
whenever-
boat as Ryan. I don't like teams that have bad ownership or have allegations that they cheated. Patriots.
then that means what about the Houston Astros? You must hate that organization with a
Don't really
passion.
like them right now.
Right now.
See, who liked them ever?
Yeah.
like,
I'm sure there are people
but
in
me,
Houston
when I
that forgot they existed.
like Houston people forgot they existed, but like me, like the teams that I see who are so badly run in all of sports, right? I think Toronto's gotten a lot better in the last 5 years. Like I love my team, love my city, hated Toronto's management for a while, but I hate hearing the Charlotte Hornets. I hate and absolutely despise hearing anything regarding the Dallas Cowboys or whatever city the Raiders are in. Because I feel like that's just bad management all around from beginning to end. I don't want to hear anything about the Milwaukee Brewers because them it's just like it's incompetency at like fourth year university about to hit your master's level incompetency over there. And to finish off the quad in hockey, the one team where I feel like they just don't know how to draft, scout, make a team, build a team, prepare a team, practice, play.
Please say what I think you're gonna say.
I don't think a lot of people would have like thought about it, but the Ducks.
What? Okay, I didn't expect that.
I did
one.
not expect.
I was
hoping
not. I was
Arizona.
Buffalo or Arizona.
I was
Yeah,
hoping
Oh,
Arizona
God,
for the
them
longest
too.
time.
Yeah, I was
No,
thinking
but-
about Arizona.
I was thinking
I
Arizona.
was
All
I
of
was
them.
thinking the Ducks. I'm thinking the Ducks mainly because when you look at their at their trading in the past 5 years, and you see the amount of money that they're shelling out for players just to be
Yes.
injured the entire year, and for everybody to be like, "Oh no, this is a playoff contention team," just for them to be trashed again and again and again, it's
gotta
just
be tough,
badly
man.
run.
Yeah.
The
Came off
Buffalo
a cup
Sabres
win
have
in 09.
zero expectations.
You lost Getzlav, you lost Perry, you lost everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Getzlaf is still playing. He's just old. Perry left. Everyone left.
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone's just old.
Can't remember. Can't do it off the top of
But
my
see,
head right now.
the Buffalo Sabres, the reason
Oh,
why
I
I can't put them up there, and like as to why I don't like a team, is because I had zero expectations for them.
Okay.
When you're always bad, you're just always bad. It's like
Mhm.
the Buffalo Bills. Any team from Buffalo is just inherently bad.
Oh, listen.
Are what your record says.
But I don't think that means that you should not like a team. Like I like teams that kind of do suck. I just sort of that like people like to root for an underdog, that that sort of that old
Mhm.
story. So I feel like for me it's like, what team do I like and what team do I support, and what team constantly beats them down. That's the team that I don't like. So that's why I hate the Boston Bruins. So
Let's go Toronto. Toronto's one of those underdog teams who got it done in 2019.
We don't talk about the Leafs here.
yeah.
No, but Anton, you
Rule
know,
one.
I get what you,
Raptors, though.
because my mom's the same way. My mom, every World Cup supports the Netherlands. She's only been to the Netherlands for once in her life. She always supports the Netherlands for the World Cup because they're always second place, and she always feels bad for them. And believe you, my mom, it doesn't care what other team is better, whatever situation, she always roots for the Netherlands. And every year around the semifinals or the finals itself, they lose. She gets upset for 1 or 2 days, and she says, "Look at my plight." Like I get it. I get it. But like, if I gotta pick a team, I hate teams that their fans and their management talk a big game and they never win. I hate those teams. And I hate teams. And one of the reasons why I hate the Celtics and it's because they don't win, but they always talk like they won yesterday. And that's why I don't like them. Like, think about how much Paul Pierce and KG talk about the one championship they won. They act like they won 4. You won once.
Look, it's better than Paul. It's better than the person you just said, Paul George. He acts like he just won a championship,
George Paul.
and he hasn't even hit the court yet.
This is why everyone's just got to be like Kawhi. It's like, Kawhi, congratulations, you just won your second title and your second Finals MVP. How you feeling? Cool. I'm going home.
I'm a fun guy.
I'm a fun guy. I like fun. Kawhi, what are you gonna tell your family when you get home? I'm just telling them I got home from work.
Everybody be very humble.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if you want to get excited, just say, "What it do, baby?
What it do, baby?
What do you do, baby?
What it do, baby?"
I can't believe Ibaka's playing with him now. Parse and Anton, anything from you two?
I gave my thoughts. I think-
Honestly,
yeah.
Play and Ryan said exactly what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, they've been very much hitting the mark. I'm liking these two. If we ever need extra hosts, I know who to call. So in all this, Malaiyka, if you would like to answer, by the way. Again, so sorry for leaving you out like this. It's just we've been hostily taken over.
I'm the observant one, so I like to hear everybody speak.
It's good we have someone like that because we don't have someone like that on this show normally. Just yeah, it's a lot of that.
Yusuf.
And for the people that couldn't see what Yusuf was saying, a lot of people talking over each other. That's what Yusuf-
Yeah, they'll see it. This goes on the YouTube channel later, so there you go.
But for
And
those
just-
just listening,
For those
that's
just listening, it's just people talking over. Yeah, Ryan, you were saying something.
And like, I'm gonna tell you that this is why even on the BlackJack Pack, Malaiyka is like the one we tout with, the one with common sense, is because she
Mhm.
listens to everybody. She
Yeah.
actually listens to the question, thinks about her answer. Because everybody else on this show, we just spit answers, we just spitball, we just let everything fly. This is why Parse can say things like the Clippers are gonna win the NBA championship, because we don't think about our answers first. This is why tomfoolery is on the internet.
Oh my
Because we
god.
say dumb things.
All right, I like that.
hey,
So,
yeah,
or-
you know,
Or
I
stuff
mean,
like the Chicago Bears will get out of their division.
nope.
And not get iced in a playoff
Nope.
game.
Conversations on Chicago Bears for the rest of the season.
Uh
Conversations. I don't want to hear a word.
huh. I bet you don't.
At least you're not the New York Jets.
Yeah, at
At
least you're not
least-
the Jets.
I'd honestly rather be the Jets right now. At least I have a good draft pick.
I wouldn't. Well,
I don't know who to fire now. We fired a quarterback. We're on the verge of firing another quarterback.
get rid of the
At this
whole
point, I
team.
want to fire Nagy, and I don't know who else to fire after that.
The
What is the-
Jets are butt fumble of an organization.
Yeah. Oh. All right.
Yo, what about the Warrior fans? Who remember
Oh
when?
my
we-
god!
What's wrong with the Warrior fan?
What do you mean?
They
What?
never-
Hold on.
they never
Hold
won
on. No.
one.
Shut up for
They're
1 second.
Friday
Shut up.
night.
Hold on. I am going to mute you. I swear. So help me God. I swear on my mother's beautiful eyes, I will mute you. What Warriors fans? Because I'm pretty sure 95% of them during the dynasty were bandwagoners.
Super
Eric?
bad. It
We're
was crazy. Oh, no. I once I saw the yellow, no, it just clicked. I'm like, yeah, Warrior fans. They're crazy.
Yo, Malaiyka, you know what's crazy? Is I actually liked Steph Curry before he became Steph Curry. Like, even in 2015, ask Ryan, I wasn't mad when they
We
won.
weren't- A lot of people who watched him in the draft and at Davidson when he was making that incredible win in the NCAA, the championship,
Tournament?
the tournament.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, like you really think this kid's gonna be some form of a star when he gets in? Because there was a lot of reality in him, but there was also a lot of fluidity and creativity with him too. And you see him get injured all those years. Like I hope he weathers that storm. But after 2015,
No, my thing was
Plays the type of person who supported Wardell Curry.
No, but that's the thing, like, bro, because that's the thing. Like, I'm such a deep basketball fan. Like, I'll watch bad teams, like terrible teams. I'll just watch the game to watch the game. And then so I'm always aware of like young players' developments. So when a really good player, like a guy that finally becomes an all-star and has a shoe named after him and whatever, I'll be like, no, I've been watching for years. He's actually been growing out his game. So when that happened with Steph Curry, it was great. but then I got super annoyed because he became too flashy, and then like people started like loving him all the way. Like I think it got super annoying, and I hated it.
That's why I started choosing teams that suck. As soon as the Winnipeg Jets came back, then I chose them as my Western Conference team, and that's also why I choose, because they sucked when they started, and it's not fair that Vegas got so good when they started. It's just not fair.
We don't talk about that. I like talking about when Vegas did that.
Sorry, but Yusuf,
Vegas
you
stole
give your
people,
thoughts.
man.
Yeah.
Stole them.
Here's my thoughts. What annoys me the most about teams and like fans and whatnot, or what like I hate the most. Partially, I think it mainly has to do with like bandwagoners, and actually, no, I think maybe it just is bandwagoners. Because, with the Warriors fans, I was just like, no, seriously, when the Warriors were winning all those titles, I see all these people like living in Boston wearing Golden State jerseys, and I'm like, what's wrong with you
the
people?
merch.
They're like, we love the Warriors. I'm like, name 3 players on the team other than Steph, Clay, and Iguodala. Name 3. Do not say JaVale McGee. He doesn't count. Even though I love JaVale. JaVale's like a running joke on this show.
They didn't even know what Oracle was.
Yeah, it's just like, well,
The
okay,
arena,
that
they play in.
it's like that.
Cloud computing.
Yeah, I mean that guy can kind of excuse, but like JaVale McGee. JaVale. But
The way JaVale
went to play for
traded,
Cleveland now.
I know, but so the way when the Warriors won all those rings, that annoyed the hell out of me. When the Kings won their 2 Stanley Cups in 2012 and 14, and there were people that were like, yo, the Kings are the best team ever. They're so sick. I've been following them for so long. I'm like, yeah, when did you start following them? September of 2012? Yeah? Okay, cool.
I'm still vexed about 2014. That was an unfair one. Definitely unfair.
I think, although, here's what really gets me sometimes. This is great. Fans that I get being hopeful is fine. I get being hopeful for your team. I get it. Okay. Look, I'm waiting for these guys to actually do something again. Please, just like, please. You see this banner behind me? The other way. You see that banner? Do you see that banner? That is a banner of every Stanley Cup win the Red Wings have ever won, and I'm waiting for the day I can put another date on it in this century, so long as I am alive.
Hey,
Don't.
Yusuf,
Oh no.
You remember what I said last podcast?
2020.
Yeah, that's the next time.
That's the
Red Wings are gonna win.
Oh God.
The year 2020.
But for
200,000.
Oh God, don't remind me. For fans that just won't acknowledge that their team is just not good. Best example, a team I like to rip on a lot on this show, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh God.
I don't know. The Chicago Bears. I've lost all hope.
The Marlies?
The Toronto Maple Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs have done the following. They are basically the Marlies. The Toronto Maple Leafs have done the following since 2010 to now. They had Dion Phaneuf and Phil Kessel. Awesome. You could use guys like that. They're great. The 2013 meltdown to the Bruins. Fans were like, yeah, we're sad, but we're still a good team. And I'm like, who are you lying to? Why would you lie like this? 2016, they draft Austin Matthews first overall. That's fine. Austin's great. I like Austin. He's a good player. Good young player. 20, what was it? 16? Lost to the Bruins in Game 7 again. Or was that 17? 17.
17, but you're talking about the backboard signing? Or
No. I'm getting to that in a second. Oh, no, 17 was the Capitals. So, there's that too. Fuck me. I forgot. Right, Babcock. Oh, God damn it. Because they hired Mike. They took him from us. You hired Mike Babcock, and then you fired Mike Babcock. You lost to the Washington Capitals. You lost to the Bruins in back-to-back Stanley Cup appearances in the first round in 7 games again. And the whole time, the fans are still saying, it's okay, next year. We're still good. You signed John DeFerris, you're still losing the playoffs? Okay, next year. It's okay. Delusion is fine. But when your team loses to a Zamboni driver, and you think and you think,
No.
for the love of God, that this is an okay team that'll win a Stanley Cup? Get out. Get out of my face.
At home,
At home.
our own Zamboni driver.
Okay.
It like
I gotta defend.
delusional fans. Before you do that, Ryan, and I apologize. Delusional fans, like, I love you guys. Don't get me wrong. But when you know there's a problem, acknowledge the problem. Don't wait till the playoffs are over and then be like, oh, this was the problem. Like, during the Columbus series this year, it was mainly just, okay, we got to score more. It's like, okay, you realize the problem is Columbus has a really tight defense. You have to find other ways around it while boosting up your own defense, right? It's like, it's okay, we'll find ways around it. But that's the problem. But we'll find ways around it. What? And then the second that series was over, Toronto fans were like, Morgan Riley was the problem. Jake Muzzin was the problem. Trade Zach Hyman. It's like, or you could just admit that as a whole, the team is, how do I say this? Not great?
They built the wall and you got.
Yeah, like, I don't know what more to tell you. Ryan, you were going to say? Yeah.
See, I'd love to defend the Toronto Maple Leafs. But to be honest, we've played ourselves into a hole of mediocrity that can only be described by urinating tree as 50 years of painful acknowledgement of our failures. So I'm not even going to defend it. Here's what I think. You should not celebrate a championship for a team, like one of those new teams. Like, I'm talking about when Golden State won the championship. If Milwaukee wins a championship, I don't want to hear anybody celebrating if you weren't there for 2011 Milwaukee.
Oh,
if you weren't
was
there
that
for
ever
2011,
a hot year?
Oh.
Same year they lost to the Bulls, bro. That was
You
the
should not-
same year.
Bro,
if Brandon Jennings was not, allow me
It
to
was
finish.
ju-
If Brandon Jennings
Oh,
was not your starting point guard, you are not allowed to celebrate. said
When they had
championship
OJ
with
Mayo?
youngsters. I
When they had
don't care.
OJ Mayo?
They should not.
Oh,
See,
listen.
if
Elliot
you,
Ilyasova?
if
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
In
whoa, whoa,
football.
whoa, whoa. Order here, order here, order here. Ryan, go.
Thank you, Judge Yusuf. If the Miami Dolphins win the Super Bowl in the next 5 years, 10 years, I do not want to see a single Miami Dolphins fan come out and be like, I've been here forever. But they don't know a single player who was there before Tua. I don't want to hear a single Cleveland Browns. Actually, if the Cleveland Browns ever win a Super Bowl, I want
might
to see all the
celebrate.
fans.
Yeah.
I might celebrate just out of just. God.
Look, if you're
You guys
telling me
almost
Baker
went, what,
Mayfield
0-32.
if Baker and Odell can actually get them a Super Bowl, I'll celebrate. Screw it. Why not?
Oh,
They're
listen.
the only team I can celebrate for and be like, I'm
Be
a
okay.
bandwagoner for you guys.
No, you know the thing is, the Browns, I would be relieved for them because I feel so bad. The team I would actually dance and like cry for, at least in football, would be the Vikings. Because do you know they've gone to they've gone to 5 Super Bowls and lost every one?
Yep.
Yeah.
And ever since they've lost those 5 Super Bowls, every time they've been to the conference finals, they've lost. Like they always lose in heartbreaking ways. They literally never lose by they never get destroyed. They lose by like a touchdown or 2
Last
points.
year was a heartbreak, was it not? When he tossed it to Diggs and he dropped it. He dropped it.
I literally, I think I'm a Patriots fan, but the Minnesota Vikings, I watch them and I cry with those fans every year.
Mhm.
I feel so bad. I've never and I don't know why. It's probably because I watched too much How I Met Your Mother. But you see them and you're like,
Good show.
again? Come on.
It's what we get, though. Right? It's what we get being sports fans.
There's
You want to
only one
sympathize
man
with
here.
your own team.
There's only one man here that should be cheering when anything in the city happens that's good. And that's Anton when Minnesota finally figures it out.
Yep. Regardless of which Minnesota
Not even
team
that
it
big
is.
of a Minnesota fan, but I just I see how good enough they are in in the regular season for pretty much all of their teams. And then like some of their teams, like the Twins, they're like good teams. And then they just get to the playoffs and then they just have like zero luck when they get there. So yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah. That's why I called their hockey team the Minnesota Wild Cards.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to final thoughts.
Yeah. Minnesota's looking for the future. Yeah, Play, if you have one last point, because we tend to do
No,
this at the show.
how does
so-
Anton feel about the Timberwolves?
How do you
Because
feel
that's
about
a
the
hot
Timberwolves?
mess.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
a
I don't
dump
follow them that like religiously. I just
You
I
shouldn't.
feel for them. I feel for them. That's all.
Ouch. So, yeah, this is something we do at the end of every show. It's final thoughts. We give our thoughts on the topic we've spoken about, just a little quirk here and there to wrap things up. And I'll begin. Why not? Final thoughts. Man, it's really fun hearing what other teams that people hate that aren't Boston teams. It's kind of nice, but a lot of it's understandable at the end of the day, right? There's all these like little quirks that you can just not like about a team, whether it be from an analytical standpoint or you just don't like them, or you're like, I don't know, you just think their logo is stupid. It's like, therefore you don't like the team. It's all fine. It's all understandable. I think it's been a good time. Next, Parse.
Yeah, like I think I want to take this time to say, like, all Blackhawks fan. I don't know who said it, who's acting all crazy and wild, but like, I enjoyed the entire ride. I never said we're the best hockey team ever assembled. I don't know who said that, but I enjoyed the 3 years. I cried in 2010. I was relieved and I went to school with the biggest happy grin in my face in 2013. I continued that celebration, even in the losses of 2012 and losses of 2014. I still had a nice grin because in 2015 it came back. I don't know. I'm sorry if anybody hates Blackhawk fans. I'm sorry, but just draft better.
Me, I hate Blackhawks fans. Ryan, final thoughts from you.
I also hate Blackhawks fans, but
I thought that was it.
thought.
Damn it! I thought that was it.
My final thought is I'm gonna apologize for all of us Toronto Maple Leafs fans who always say that we're gonna be winning the cup this year. Not until we learn how to play team defense, it won't happen. And I do apologize for our boisterous nature. Just from the bottom of our hearts, we're sorry. We're really, really sorry.
That might be the only time I hear an apology from a Leafs fan. Ever. Anton.
Yeah. I mean, this is all just fun and games, right? This is just. I've said this quote before from a previous pope who said, "Of all the unimportant things, football is the most important." So like sports is just like it's fun and it's an unimportant thing, but it is important because it brings people together, and sometimes it brings people apart and annoys each other. So yeah, let's not take ourselves too seriously here, okay, Leafs fans? Yeah.
What? Yes. Play. Anything from you? Final thoughts? Keep it just short and simple,
Short and simple. Thank you for that spiritual sports moment, Anton. But here on this side, what I'd like to say is, if you're a Toronto Raptors fan, and your point guard wasn't TJ Ford, if you did not suffer through Patrick Patterson or Junkyard Dog, okay? If you didn't suffer through watching us take Andrea Bargnani with
Remember the Vasquez.
You forgot
if you remember the shimmy by Vasquez, okay? And if you don't remember the game winner that Chris Bosh hit, then you are not. Listen, it's great that you want to be a fan, but you're not a Toronto Raptors fan. You're not a true fan. So when we won that 2019 championship that we hold so dearly, it was a pride and honor because every tear of joy replaced the oceans of sadness I felt over the last 20 years. And that's it.
All right. And last but not least, Malaiyka, since you've been so quiet and observant this whole show, any final thoughts on your end? I don't mean to call you out like this. It's just something I notice.
No, it's okay. For me, sports is fun at the end of the day. It brings out everyone's characters, and like it's all about like getting together and like having fun and learning things from each other as well too. Some things could get too extreme, and some things can like fix pieces, and it could be like a whole diverse thing. So, but like there are some shit teams that feel like they're top, and I just feel like some people just need to humble themselves a bit, and just if you lose, you lose, So there's always another time. So yeah, like Warrior fans, you guys still suck. And
Just take the chance to just jab at him. Just jab at him.
Supporters, you lost.
Now Steph Curry Steph Curry gonna have to learn how to play real basketball. Play some goddamn defense.
Man, this got interesting so quickly. Eh?
And that's all really happy
Ben.
with it.
Yeah.
So, because if KD played, oh my gosh, it would have been a different story. But when we won,
he didn't. We won. End of story. I like that story better, if anything. Like
also, it just shows you Warriors fans are even more quiet. So it's been good.
Yeah, you don't hear any of them screaming. They finished like last this year, I think. So, oh well, sucks to suck. But this has been fun. This has been very fun. I'm glad we got to do this in these very strange times where nothing makes sense, and we're just hoping for a COVID vaccine at this point. I'm very glad we got to do this little collaboration. We did an episode with BlackJack for their show. They did one with us. Go check them out. Spotify, wherever else. Ryan, where is BlackJack? Where can BlackJack Pack be found?
Well, you can definitely find us on youngentertainment.com, where we have a bunch of exclusive stuff over there. For all of the shows on Young Entertainment. So that includes the Rap Clash podcast. That includes BlackJack Pack, the Everybody podcast, Young Street Reacts. Like we have 4 shows going on, and Q&A with Boom Base 5. And you can just find us on YouTube. It's not hard. Just look up BlackJack Pack, and we're right there.
There you go. Everything's accessible. I want to thank all 3 of you for being here today. This has been very fun. This conversation alone, as strange and construed it may have been at some points, this has been a very enjoyable time, I must say. I really didn't know what I didn't know what to expect for this coming in, but this has been a very good time. I want to thank you all. And unfortunately, I have to thank the guy that brought us all together, Parse. Thank you for helping organize all this and getting all 6 of us here in the same place. I definitely want to do this again at some point.
Love bringing people together, even if it means roasting me.
Yep. Just sacrifice, sacrifice. But until next time, this has been SportCulation Podcast. I'm Yusuf.
I'm Parse.
I'm Anton.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Malaiyka.
I'm PlayMaker.
And I'm also Parse. We'll see you soon.